Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wealth Unlimited. Today in this video, we are going to discuss a big news coming from the global market that UBS to buy Credit Suisse. Yes, in this video, we will be discussing about the Credit Suisse crisis and why UBS have to intervene and buy the whole bank. So before starting the video, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and do like this video. Talking about the UBS, well, UBS is a Union Bank of Switzerland and it is one of the largest bank of the world. The UBS Bank and the Credit Suisse Bank both hails from the Switzerland, and this deal was done at a price of $2 billion. Now, the UBS and the Credit Suisse are the arch rivals. Despite that, the government intervened in order to do a historic broker deal in between UBS and Credit Suisse. Now, why it was necessary and why it was done today or tonight only? One, the market is going to open tomorrow on the Monday morning. And the thing is, it is very important for banks to show the investors that they have lot of funds and liquidity where they can save their money, or they can save the banks to keep the belief of investors in the stock market. So this was the well-fledged plan by the Swiss government as well as the UBS Bank in order to sustain or in order to retain Credit Suisse from the market. Further, talking about the Credit Suisse, what they have done is they have written down their 17 billion of bonds to zero, well, which is again negative news. But in order to survive in the market, in order to sell itself to the UBS, they have to do or take this further step. Talking about this deal only, you should understand this, that the deal was done at the 1/4 of the current Credit Suisse valuation. Again, there is a huge benefit or asset goods for UBS Bank, but at the same time, there can be a negative sentiments where you can think about the banking system globally can hit or take little jitters. But it's a good sign that the investors have or can get confidence from this, that the large banks are coming to rescue banks which are falling and showing that they have the credibility to manage their money. Now, talking about the Credit Suisse scenario, like what exactly happened, the Credit Suisse, basically the bank was doing exceptionally well in year 2017 to 2020. But what happened is again that the Credit Suisse loan book or the loan growth was not at such pace where they can sustain the high interest rates in the market. The Credit Suisse share, as we speak, have fallen roughly 35% in 5 days and roughly 80% in 2 months. So that was a big hit. And now what are the problems? The problems are that, like, after COVID-19 or even after the interest rate highs, there were several scams, there were several bankruptcies which hit the Credit Suisse loan book or the assets, where they were not able to retain money, and despite that, the investors started to lose their belief in the bank, and eventually the big investors or the big protectors of the bank, they started to pull out their money from the Credit Suisse Bank. Now this took a hit in the Credit Suisse book and even in the financial result, where they posted a massive loss in the last quarters and some of the last quarters. Now this is the reason why the downtrend of the Credit Suisse started and how the investor lose their faith. Now the UBS Bank has come in between and they have intervened with the Swiss National Bank, and they have bought the Credit Suisse Bank in order to have the investors believe in the market, and so that they don't have to worry about their money. Talking about how these things can impact Indian stock market, the thing is, these are the largest banks of the world, and the largest banks of the world are globally interconnected in terms of lending money to each other. If one bank falls, then there are very high chances that the jitters can be heard in multiple countries, even in a country like US, even in a country like UK. these banks or the large banks can get hugely affected if the bank falls. That's why everyone wants to save the banks. Most of the banks want to save the bank in order to maintain the healthy liquidity in the market. Now, how it is going to affect Indian market? We saw that the First Republic Bank fell on Friday, roughly 25%, and trading was halted in that particular stock. Now, if you will see, I'm talking about the futures of Nifty 50 index, and the Nifty 50 index is already down by 117 points. So in morning, when we open the stock market or when we open the trading session, we are going to have a gap down at a level of 17,045. Well, it's nearby support only. We have a support of 17,000 and 16,900 for tomorrow. And if we break that level, then there are high concerns that we might see a further downtrend. Talking about the Nifty 50 on the chart, you will see this is the Nifty 50 chart. I have drawn support and have drawn the resistance as well. If we open at a level of 17,045 and if we fall from that particular level, then there are chances that we might go to the level of 17,000 roughly. And if we break that level and sustain below 17,000, then there are high chances that we might go to the level of 16,900 and then further to the level of 16,850. We should understand this, that the 16,850 is a very, very important level for the Nifty in coming weeks. If we break the level of 16,850, then we are going to see a massive downtrend starting from here to the level of 16,500 to 16,000 as well in coming future. Talking about the Bank Nifty. So the Bank Nifty is quite weak, but in last two trading sessions, it gave a pause candle and it started to moving upward. Even if you will see RSI, the RSI is showing bit of a strength, and there has been decent amount of volumes coming in the Bank Nifty. Tomorrow, if we open with a gap down, then there are high chances that we might gonna test the level of roughly around 39,050. If we break the level of 39,050, then you can expect the Bank Nifty to fall at the level of 38,550, and if we break that, that is the last support, we can go down to the level of 38,000 as well in coming days. But I hope that after this news of Credit Suisse being saved, there should be some of the positive trends or some of the good things, and most likely seeing the chart also, we have made double bottom, or you can say even triple bottom in the case of Bank Nifty, you can see here. But again, it's a very bad downward channel. The highs are not breaking. We are facing resistance at the same point again and again. So that is the only concern. But if tomorrow we recovers and if we are able to sustain above the level of 39,000 or 40,000, then we can expect market to go on a good run from the current levels, and definitely then we can again look the market to go towards the 41,000 in Bank Nifty, and in Nifty also we can see a Nifty going towards the level of 17,400 and further to the level of 17,600. That is it, what is going to happen in Nifty and Bank Nifty tomorrow. I hope I was able to give you a good overview of what is the banking crisis situation, what is happening with Credit Suisse, and why UBS have to intervene in order to save the investor sentiments, in order to save the market sentiments. That's why they have intervened and bought the Credit Suisse shares as well. So that's it. Thank you.